Think of my life. If you got pneumonia and get over that old now. Baby, it's cold. Baby, it's cold outside.
And welcome back. It's the early morning Sunday show. Maybe I should come up with a different opening, but that would require thought upon my part, so, well, I'll screw that. That first cup of coffee. Love the little picture right before this. Aiden, he got that RSV flu virus or whatever's going around, and he's had it for just a little bit. And they were at the pediatrician yesterday. He says he needs to go to the hospital. He's going to have to stay overnight at least because his breathing's not good. So that was his, yeah. It was pretty heartbreaking for Grandpa to see, Tough on the parents, obviously. For those of you who had children, the first one, you don't know anything that's going on, You just, everything is, oh my God. And it's tough. You have the second child and you just go, yeah, you're going to survive. You're going to be all right. It's okay. But that first one, no. So, yeah, I was the second child. I'm pretty sure I was dropped on my head quite often. This is just, you're okay. Don't worry about it. So, but we are Thursday. Thursday's his first birthday. He's going to be 1. And I'm really excited. We're going out to Denver. The in-laws will be there too. And they're leaving on Friday and we're staying till Christmas Day. And Christmas Day, later in the day, we're going back home. So we're going to have a little time out in Denver with my son, with Eric and Kim and little Aiden, and then my oldest son Paul and his wife Michelle from DC area. They're flying out to Denver also on Aiden's birthday. So really exciting. But we're going to begin with a new album from this year that I just recently got in. The Hives. And, I recently saw Vinny, Vici, whatever that Hives album was. It was that actually went big in the U.S. and I love that album. But maybe I had another CD from them. I think I did. And then I just kind of forgot about them. They passed through. It is a group, the Hives. If you don't know, they're from Sweden. It's garage rock from Sweden. So yeah, I gotta support the home country here. The name of this album is Death of Randy Fitzsimmons. And when it came out, they haven't put out an album in 10 years. And so this is filled with sledgehammer guitars. You can check that off. Pounding drums, check that off. There's hand claps, check it off. Gang vocals, check it off. And of course, we have call and response choruses. You can check all that off. It is fun. And, I was debating on whether to get this or not. Is it going to be any good? Because again, you have that one album you really like and sometimes you get disappointed. Well, this was on sale. It was on a clearance sale, really, really cheap. And I thought, why not? Hey, kitty, cat. Here's cat the cat. Remember, it's a cat with a K though. Respect his name. So I got this in. It was really good. I was very happy with this thing. It is the Hives doing their garage rock thing, and they're doing it very, very well. So the Death of Randy Fitzsimmons. You say, well, who's Randy Fitzsimmons? If you don't know, Randy Fitzsimmons really was the brainchild of the Hives. Back in the the early 90s? He kind of came up with it. And he's always been considered the sixth Hive. This sixth and one. He wasn't part of the group. He was a 5-piece band, but he was the one behind the scenes making it all happen. Well, he died mysteriously a few years ago. It was just really odd, strange circumstances. No one knows why. And so the Hive's members, they were thinking about this. And they go, do you think he's really dead? So they went out and they dug up his casket. What? Yeah, it's the Hives, though. They're garage rock. So they dig up his casket, and they open it up, and there's no body. Nothing. Instead, in there was an album's worth of music and lyrics. And this album was born. That's the story, and they're sticking to it. So there you have it. So, yeah, the Hives. This, that was a pretty funny story. So what do we got in here? Let's just take a look. We have a record that is in beautiful black vinyl. We have a nice inner sleeve with extreme tiny words. I don't know, it's like we're trying to make words smaller all the time. I mean, how can we make it tinier? But here's the name. We got the group here, okay? We got Howlin' Pele Almquist, he's the lead singer. Chris Dangerous, like that one. Nicholas Arson, fun. Vigilante Carl Strom. And, of course, the Johan and Only. Yeah, the name of the Hives. So, tongue-in-cheek group. They have a lot of fun. This is just great guitar rock. There is actually one ballad, the very last song, Step Out of... second to last song. What Did I Ever Do to You? Is somewhat of a ballad. Say, what did I do to you, man? A ballad Hives way. I'm glad it's toward the end. I mean, it's okay. They do have some serious topics on here. The big one is Countdown to Shutdown, where they really sing the songs about income inequality. I mean, which is a big thing. Even the U.S. now, it's big. I mean, it really is getting bigger and bigger, income inequality. And they tackle that and a few other, bigger subjects. But for the most part, this is just pure fun, party, great stuff. I was very surprised about this. I had been kind of poo-pooing it, wasn't sure about it, and I'm glad I got it. Very, very happy with it. There's the boys playing there. They always have matching suits. Always matching suits. Great stuff from the Hives. This was Sean, possibly Sam Final Douche. It seems like this would be something that he would pop at me. Emma Anderson. Could be Will, the Vinyl Potato. It was either a douche or a potato that showed this to me, I think. Mike, Milky Way, under the Milky Way, maybe? You would like this. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm showing it now. Emma Anderson. And she is from the UK, 56 years old. If you know that name, you know she is the lead singer of Lush, or was the lead singer of Lush, who did 7 shoegaze albums. The first ones were very much more shoegazier than the other ones, but very important shoegaze group. This is her first solo album that came out this year, Pearlies. And it is electronic pop, I think would be best, is how you would describe it. There is the inner sleeve, Pearlies. Okay, we have bigger words. Still tiny, but bigger words. It's like CDs. Well, CDs would put even smaller words. So, album, at least this is better than that. And we got a pearly white label. Pearly white label. Yeah, I know, you shed like heck, and you always get the records sheddy. Sheddy, is that a word? You get it sheddy. Use that instead of some swear word. So this, I got this from Amazon. It came in a big box. It came in just by itself, just like this. No box, no wrapping, bouncing around. The cover had some dents on it, so I was going to cancel it, get rid of it. But it wasn't offering me the chance to rebuy it. So I went and looked. It's sold out. So, well, crap. So I kept it. Yeah. I kept it. And it had this kind of thing. I didn't really think about that when I opened it. Well, I ripped that sucker right up. So, oh well. Que sera. Que sera. Like it really matters. You know, so, well, you know, I'm going to only give you this much money because of that. Whatever. Okay, so what do we got here? We have, this is subtle dreamlike melodies are going on this. It really much is like you're in a dreamscape. Very haunting. I just big haunting feel. There's songs like Xanth, Willow and Mallow is one. Taste in the Air, I think. In Inner Light, they're dark and mysterious. Really is. This is a darker album, not in a way that makes you want to hide under the bed or feel super depressed, but it's just really subdued. So after the Hives, this is a big change of pace. There is really, there's nothing fast or harsh on this. You know, a little bit of the shoegaze feel on the guitars. You can have that, but her vocals come through very, very well. Like you could still kind of see a little bit with the guitar work. But she's not. They're not using the effects pedals nearly as much. Just it's mostly low key with a lot of textures underneath. Probably the easiest way to say it. There is a song like The Presence actually does have a pop bounce to it. So, oh, look at that. It's a little more of a pick-me-up, but not too much of a pick-me-up. Very beautiful album. Beautiful album if you like, you know, a little something softer, quieter, but yet kind of complex underneath. You know, if you like shoegaze, you like lush, I'm sure you would dig this thing. So Emma Thompson, and it is her debut, and we're just going to call it. It has a name too on here. Pearlies. Duh, Pearlies. So Pearlies. So yeah, came out this year. So a couple new albums from this year. That one there is also new from this year. Hotline TNT. I just got it in. Didn't have a chance to get it set up. Okay, now I got these in this year. There's two of them. Luna Live. Luna Live. You know, if you would sit down there, Kat, we could really do this easily. So let's just begin with this one. This is Bewitched. This was a concert in January 19th, 2017 that they did. It's a 2-album set. There's pictures and a cat. Luna's one of my all-time favorite groups, and I mean, I got this beautiful box set. Dean Wareham, who was of Galaxy 500, his wife's on here. You know, plays with it. Britta. They actually do some albums together too, just Dean and Britta, that are great. So on these concerts, what it's about is they take that album Bewitched, a album I adore, and they play the whole thing through. So you have the, you know, California Way, Tiger Lily, Friendly Advice, Bewitched is all on here, Anesthesia, absolutely great stuff. Now they're you know 20 years older than what you do. The vocals, it's live, so you know the guitar work isn't as crisp as what you would hear on there or the vocals, but still is very exciting to hear, and I found it to be enjoyable. The vinyl is purpley. I like a lilac, isn't that? Yeah, kind of lilac-y like. 2-album set, as I said. This had to order off Bandcamp. Oh, that one was easier to get out. So I ordered it off Bandcamp. Took a long time to get in. They had some problems with it or whatever. So that one's Bewitched. The other one was the album that came out after Bewitched in the early 90s. Was what many people will consider their masterpiece, and this is Penthouse. And so this is January 20th, and they performed this, and this was done on January 19th. So 2 different ones. Penthouse, here you have Chinatown, Sideshow by the Seashore, Moon Palace is great. 23 Minutes in Brussels is a Tom Verlaine tribute almost with the guitar. He was, Dean Wareham is a big Tom Verlaine fan, and his guitar work, very similar to what Verlaine would do. And that's a very green, dark green on there. So again, the whole album is done live on here, and so you just get these two albums are my two absolute favorite from Luna. So it was exciting to get. It also came with a book. I bought this as a package. Well, I think if you just bought Penthouse, you would get a book, because somehow I was trying to order they did this for Rendezvous too, but I got a second Penthouse. And so they had this nice little book about it, and lots of, look at that, pictures. There's the actual Bewitched and Penthouse cover. Two albums I play a lot. I mean, very well played in my collection. They're on my phone, so they're in the car quite a bit. Oh yeah, some of their other albums and stuff on here. So nice advertisement. And I think that's about it. So nice little book again from Bandbox. I said Bandcamp. Bandbox is where I got this from, and it's from their website that I ordered it. And I never order from websites. I don't think about it. I don't look. It's like, but I do check Luna. Moving on. It's Christmas time. There's some VCLT that came in. I want to get this shown. Here's a group. The Savage, the Swingin' Neck Breakers. The Swingin' Neck Breakers kick your ass. This was sent to me from Heide and JT. They haven't made videos forever. Their channel is So I Married a Record Collector. And they live up in Traverse City, a couple hours away from here. And I've had the pleasure of meeting JT, and hopefully meet Heide someday. But this group is from Trenton, New Jersey, which is where JT's from. And JT's worked at a record store. They live up north. They actually have their own radio show up there. JT has more stories than anybody in the world, and he is a storyteller, and that's the cool thing. The people he knows, the names are just great. And Heidi's wonderful, and she's learning more about music. Big Kinks fan, and so she's kind of experimenting more, and so and JT is just this fountain of knowledge. So. A fantastic couple. I totally love them. So I Married a Record Collector. I do hope you guys get back and do some videos. But this is just really no nonsense rock, man, garage rock out of Trenton, New Jersey. And it is just pummeling instrumental attack, catchy tunes. It just filled with these wonderful catchy tunes, great vocals. I mean, they come at you. It's a three-piece band. I mean, look at that. That's pretty funny. Kick Your Ass came out in 1997. I believe these guys are actually still going and playing. So we have Jeff Jefferson, John Jorgensen, and Tom Jorgensen. So we got two brothers in here. Come to think of it, they did break up. The two brothers had a Ray and well, they're like they had one of those Davy Brothers moments where they totally blew apart. But this thing is just fast. It's great. This was a nice sealed copy. JT sent me a lovely typed letter here. If he's like me, you got to type them. And, you know, one of the songs I'm going to be playing on here, and this is, it's called Pool Hoppin'. Because, and JT goes, it kicks off with one of my all-time favorite songs about summertime. The classic, in my mind, Pool Hoppin', an ode to New Jersey teenage summer tradition of the 70s and 80s. This is great. It also has one of my all-time favorite lyrics, including the couplet, "We don't want anyone upset, we just want to jump in and get wet." It's a killer album and opener. Pool hopping is when you wait for the sun to go down, then you hop from yard to yard and swim in your neighbors' pools when they're asleep or away on vacation. Oh, you New Jersey kids out there, you're just a wild bunch. Isn't that something? You know, Nebraska, well, Nebraska, we didn't have pools. We barely had lakes. You know, you may go out to an irrigation ditch or something. So there was none of that crap. Oh, wow. So, yeah. This was fun. Yeah, but too bad the brothers had a Ray and Dave Davies kind of episode. And so, great album. Thank you, JT and Heidi, for this. I truly appreciate it. It was wonderful, and again, I hope you two, you know, do videos again. Always enjoyable to hear you two. JT, you crack me up, man. He did say they went out in a classic. It was a hearse that they would drive to their shows from the from the 60s or something. This come in a couple albums. First one was from Mike. This come from Michael, Near Wild Heaven. Michael's out of Cleveland, has one of the greatest punk collections, classic punk, and he loves garage rock and classic rock, but the stuff he has is pretty phenomenal. And this one, here we go again. I don't know what's with you in that. So this, I had, there's my original. How about that? You know, Cramps radio broadcasts and live things, you know, they rehash them, they put up different covers, but this one has, wow, I mean, that's just like warning, you know, orange, like a, you know, you find on cones. Fun stuff. This is from 1979, August 18th, 1979. The recording, the instruments, everything sounds really, really good on this thing. The audience at times gets really loud, yelling. It kind of overtakes, almost gives you feedback. But the playing and the singing's good. It has the original lineup. This is their classic stuff with a Human Flag, Garbage Man, Sunglasses After Night. This was when they were doing Psychobilly, and had Greg Hawkins on there, which is real cool. Till I stole all their equipment. But really, this is great stuff. Good to have the thing back. He also sent me, though, Michael sent me this, and it's a Pixies, from a Pixies radio show from 1991. And the vinyl on this one, more orange. There's a lot of orange happening here. They call that special orange. So, just so you know, if you see this, that's not orange, that's special orange. And here we got Live at the Hollywood, Valdoria. So on here you have Monkey Gone to Heaven's on here, Planet of Sound, fantastic song, Wave of Mutation. So it's kind of, you know, this the early 90s stuff. Really, again, sound quality, very, very good. So Michael, truly enjoyed this.
There's a 96 eyes, I got a gun. Cease to exist. You look my goodbye.
Then Martin Jones. You know, I just recently sent him something. He sent me something back here. So we got this in. And this group is called Rudimentary Peony. And the name of the album is Cacophony. Martin Jones, he's out of Detroit. And the man is the punk god. The punk god. He goes to shows constantly down there or around the area. Just these, little tiny punk groups or big punk groups. It doesn't matter. He is there. He loves comedy records. Probably has the biggest comedy record collection you've ever seen. He buys special order albums. He gets tons of autographs. Incredible guy. So he sent me this, and so this is a group. I think they are still going, but they formed in '80 and still happening. And Anarchy Punk, it was called. Basically kind of a hardcore punk. Nico Plinko is the guy that really is their singer, guitarist, and writer. And so this is, I think, their third album. It might be their second one. And it deals with H.P. Lovecraft. It's all about H.P. Lovecraft, some about his history, about his characters, his stories. That's what the album's about. Then they have all this other kind of weird snippets and things in between. Some talking, some reading. That gets a little old. But, look, yeah, so we don't get in depth on the songs. These are there, they're long, they're fast. But it is just the short, fast punk songs. With ghostly interludes happening on there. This thing rocks. It is a strange trip. I'm not going to say it. You can see here probably H.P. Lovecraft, and just, I loved, I had an H.P. Lovecraft, couple of his books as a teenager. I loved them. Very good. Guy I should read again someday, and it comes on, as Sam would say, luscious black vinyl, and it does have a book. So this is a reissue, and we have these big pages, and we still do tiny words, but they do have like 100 songs on that album, so you got to be tinier. So there you have the lyrics to sing along with and learn about H.P. Lovecraft. Martin also said we have kind of this poster. Isn't that cool? It's from Fahrenheit was the name of the magazine, but we have from the Los Muertos, Cramps, Respect the Dead, Cramps. Very neat on there. And he sent a Rodney Dangerfield, No Respect. I used to have this album, so very good. Enjoy this album. Great. And he sent, he has so much memorabilia from shows and everything. And we got the amino acids here. This is from November 17th at Hamtramck down there, 25th anniversary party, and a Red Fox album. I think he says naughty words on here. So look at that. Look at that label. Very neat. So thank you, Martin. These are very nice. I said Martin even just did a ranking on his favorite comedy albums. Bob Newhart didn't make it, which I was disappointed in. I let him know. So that's what we got this week. Thank you so much for hanging out with me as usual, and with Kat. I think I just went long, but you'll get over it. Thanks for watching that video on Thursday. All the great comments are most appreciative, and you know what? I'm in the vinyl community because I truly love what I do with this, and I love the people, all of you, who are always watching and commenting. Thank you. Have a great day, and we'll see you at the midweek. Might be my best up. We'll see. Bye.